Hello, Hapa Ohana family. I'm going to be doing a Vinyasa class. This is a level 1 class, so feel free to layer up however you'd like to, or layer down. This is your practice, so make it your own, and I'm going to guide you through. So we're going to get started. So before we get started, you're going to want to, if you have accessible, some props, so maybe 2 blocks. If you have access to a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can also use you can use a towel or a sock. So to get started, we're gonna move into our child's pose. We'll bring our knees to the wide edges of our mat, the toes together to touch. We're gonna sink the weight back towards our heels, and we'll extend the arms out long in front of us. From here, we're going to allow our forehead to rest on the mat. And just begin to settle into your space. Continue to breathe. I want you to continue staying in child's pose, although I'm not going to be in child's pose myself. And in your child's pose, as you're breathing, begin to observe whatever thoughts, energies, or emotions came in here with you today. Without any sort of judgment, just observe them. And on your next inhale, gather whatever thoughts, energies, or emotions do not serve you. And as you open mouth, exhale, release them out into the room. Today we're going to be working on uncertainty. There's a lot of uncertainty going on. So I think it would be nice to do a space flow. One uncertain thing that I always think of is the universe, space, the galaxies. We don't really know what's out there, but we know that even though it's dark outside, it's beautiful. So we're gonna do a space-themed flow. I've done this class before with a space playlist, but I kind of changed up the playlist today, so we're going to do a little bit of different of a playlist, but still the same flow. So from your child's pose, you're going to press into the palms as you shift forward into a tabletop position. You want to stack your shoulders above your wrists, your hips above the knees. From here, we're going to move through a few rounds of cat-cow. I'll guide you through the first round, and then you're going to take it from there. So from your tabletop position, you're going to drop your belly down, lift your tailbone and your gaze up towards the sky, coming into cow pose on the inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to tuck the toes, press into the palms, dome the upper spine, moving into your cat pose. We'll do that one more time. Inhale into your cow pose, dropping the belly down, lifting your tailbone and the gaze. Exhale as you press into the palms, doming the upper spine, curling the back, dropping the crown cat pose. From here, move through a few rounds of cat-cow at your own pace, inviting any organic movements along the way. If you'd like to, you can move around the hips from side to side, coming into a few barrel rolls. Maybe you want to roll around the neck, whatever you want to do. The good thing about this is that we're not in a studio, we're just practicing at home, so we don't have to worry about people watching us. Not that we should do that when we're in the studio, but especially at home, you can kind of just do your own thing. Continue to use your breath. If you move in one direction, just make sure that you even things out by moving in the opposite direction. And then when you're ready, we'll come back and we're going to meet at a neutral tabletop position. From here, we're setting up for bird dog pose. So we're going to tuck our left toes as we extend our right leg out long behind us. We're flexing the right toes back towards our face so that the right leg is completely engaged. We're going to keep our right palm planted as we inhale, lifting our left arm forward with the thumb facing up. As we inhale, we lengthen, and as we exhale, we crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Gaze is straight down to maintain a nice long spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen, hold. On the exhale, we're going to place a bend in our right knee, and we're going to reach our left arm back to grab for the right foot. As we inhale, inhale, we're gonna kick up towards the sky, lifting our gaze, coming into kneeling bow pose. Continue to breathe as you continue to kick up. Hold for a few more rounds of breath. And inhale as you release. We're gonna plant the left palm down onto the mat. And we're gonna extend our right leg out towards the side with the right toes pointing towards the front of the mat. We're gonna crawl our hands back, setting up for gate pose. We're stacking our shoulders above our hips. As we inhale, we reach our arms up towards the sky, biceps frame the ears, tailbone is drawing down, core is engaged. And as we exhale, right palm reaches for the right thigh, and left arm reaches up and over towards the right, gazes up towards the stars if that feels okay in your body. Lengthen on your inhales, bend a little bit deeper on your exhales. Continue to breathe. Always use your breath. We always start with the breath. Inhale back to center, biceps frame the ears. And on the exhale, we're gonna plant our left palm down this time. And we're gonna extend our right arm up and over towards the left. We're going to point our right toes. And as we inhale, we lengthen. And as we exhale, we crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen one more time. Exhale, crunch. And then we're gonna lengthen here, but this time, we're gonna flex our right toes back towards our face so that we shift forward, working so that our hip is stacked above our left knee and the arm is reaching straight up for our half moon variation. If you'd like to, you can place a bend in your right knee, grabbing for the right foot, coming into a kneeling half moon. This is what we're gonna be working towards later in the posture, so it's nice to just warm up and get ready for this in our bodies. And then when you're ready, we're gonna release. We'll come back to center, inhaling the arms up over our head. And as we exhale, we're gonna press the palms into the mat. We're gonna place our right knee back to our left, and we'll switch out the sides. This time, we're gonna tuck our right toes as we extend our left leg back. Left foot flexes back towards our face. With the left palm planted, we inhale as we reach our right arm forward, thumb facing up. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen one more time. Hold here. We're gonna place a bend in our left knee. Right arm reaches back. On the inhale, we continue to kick up towards the sky. Continue to use your breath. Kneeling bow pose. Continue to breathe. And then when you're ready, you're gonna release. You're gonna plant your right palm back into the mat, and then the left leg comes out towards the side. Left toes are flexing back, or pointing towards the front of the mat. We're gonna crawl the hands back, setting up for gate pose. We're drawing our tailbone down. We're inhaling our arms up over our heads, biceps frame the ears. Find length on the exhale. Right arm reaches up and over towards the left, gazes up towards the sky. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, bend a little bit deeper. Continue to use your breath to find length on your inhales, bending a little bit deeper on your exhales. And then we inhale back to center, biceps frame the ears. This time, right palm reaches down, left toes point. Left arm's gonna reach up and over towards the right side. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale as you crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen, hold here. And we're gonna shift forward, so we're flexing the left toes back towards our face, and our left arm reaches up towards the sky, setting up for our half moon variation. If you'd like to, you can place a bend in the left knee, coming into a modified half moon pose. Shine your heart up towards the sky. Continue to breathe. And then when you're ready, we're going to come back to our gate pose. Exhale as we press our palms back into the mat. We bring our left knee back down, and we come into a tabletop position. We're gonna set up now for a thread the needle pose. We're gonna keep our left palm planted as we inhale our right arm up towards the sky, roll around the wrist. And as we exhale, we thread it through, stacking our left shoulder on top of our right. Left arm can reach forward, or you can bring it around the small of your back. Continue to spiral your heart up towards the sky wherever you're at. Continue to breathe. Holding for a few rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, if your left palm is in a blind, you're going to press into the palm, releasing your right arm up towards the sky, rolling around the wrist. And then when you're ready, press the right palm back down onto the mat. This time, right palm remains planted as we inhale our left arm high, rolling around the wrist. And as we exhale, we thread it through. We stack the right shoulder on top of the left, and we continue to spiral our heart up towards the sky. Continue to breathe. If your right palm is in a bind, you can press it back down onto the mat as we inhale our left arm high, and then come back into a neutral tabletop position. From your tabletop, you're going to grab for your strap. We're moving into Hapa. I just want to quickly see what this says. Oh, sorry. Oops. Okay. Hi, Ro. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I know it's a little bit dark. Okay, so you're gonna grab for your strap, and we're gonna move into Hapa. So we're extending the legs out long in front of us. You're gonna keep your left leg extended, flexing the left toes back towards your face. You're gonna place a bend in your right knee, bringing the sole of the right foot on the inside of the left leg. Drawing your tailbone down, reaching your crown up towards the sky, engaging your core. You're going to inhale as you lengthen, and then as you exhale, if you're using a strap, you want to wrap the strap around the ball mound of the left foot. Option to place a bend in the left knee if you need to. As you inhale, you lengthen, and as you exhale, hinge deep forward with a flat back. Only go as far as you can with your spine flat. Option to place a bend in the knees. Inhale, find length. Exhale, hinge a little bit forward. Use your breath to take you deeper into the posture. And then we're going to inhale back to center. This time we're going to press our right palm into the mat behind our seat. And as we inhale, we lift our hips up towards the sky, coming into baby star pose. This is a nice stretch on your inner thighs, and it also builds strength in your glute muscles. And it's a cute pose. As you exhale, release the hips back down onto the mat. We're going to shake out the legs, and then this time we're going to keep our right leg extended, and then flexing the right toes back towards our face, and then we're going to place a bend in the left knee, bringing the sole of the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. We're going to grab for our strap and wrap the strap around the ball mound of the right foot. As we inhale, we lengthen, and as we exhale, we hinge forward with a flat back. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Again, you only want to go as far as you can with your spine flat. And then we inhale back to center. Releasing our strap off to this side. This time we're gonna press the left hand into the mat. As we inhale, lifting our hips up towards the sky. Coming into our baby start pose. Gentle back bend, nice stretch in the inner thighs. Exhale, release your hips back down. Shake out the legs. And then we're gonna swing the legs out behind us, coming back into a tabletop position. From our tabletop, we're gonna set up for plank pose. So pressing into the palms, we're gonna set both of our feet back behind us. We're gonna create a slight dome in our upper spine. We're gonna keep our core engaged, our tailbone drawing down, but we don't want it sinking down and we also don't want it piking up. We're just gonna hold for a few rounds of breath here. And then on the exhale, we're gonna roll into the knife edge of the right foot, opening up into our side plank. Continue to lift your hips up towards the sky. Continue to breathe. And if you'd like to, you can drop the right knee down for support, or you can flex the left toes, lifting the left foot off of the mat. Maybe you want to get fancy. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Maybe you want to do this. Who knows? We'll hold for a few rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, inhale back into your high plank position. Hold here. As we exhale, we press back into our first downward facing dog. We're gonna pedal out the legs, place a few bends in the knees, work your tailbone up towards the sky, press your chest back towards your thighs. And then as you inhale, shift forward into your high plank once again. On the exhale, we're gonna roll into the knife edge of the left foot, setting up for a side plank on the left. Continue to lift your hips up towards the sky. And then flexing the right toes back towards your face if you'd like to. Continue to breathe. You can try some things out, get fancy. I'm not gonna go there. And then inhale back into your high plank position. Exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs, place a few bends in the knees. Continue to breathe. We'll hold this for a few rounds of breath. Then when you're ready, we're gonna inhale, gaze forward, come high on the ball mounds of the feet. And as we exhale, we hop our step our way to the top of the mat, hinging forward, Uttanasana forward fold. Grabbing for opposite elbows, maybe work your tailbone out towards the sky, releasing your crown, rocking from side to side. And then when you're ready, release the palms, release your crown down. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms high, biceps frame the ears. Exhale, cactus the arms, shine your heart forward, gentle back bend. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms high, biceps frame the ears. From here, we want to make sure that our feet are next to one another. We're setting up for Crescent Moon. So we're drawing our tailbone down, core is engaged, and then we're going to find our steeple mudra grip. So we're interlacing all of our fingers, and the index fingers are pointing up towards the sky. As we inhale, we find length, and as we exhale, we're going to bend up and over towards the right side, gazes up towards the stars if that feels okay in your body. Inhale as you find length, exhale, bend a little bit deeper. Continue to breathe. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, bend a little bit deeper. Crescent moon over towards the right. One more time, inhale, lengthen, exhale, bend a little bit deeper. And then inhale back to center. Reset on the inhale. Exhale, bend over towards the left, up and over, just like there's a beach ball. And you're bending up and over it. Then you can gaze up towards the stars if that feels okay in your body. Find length on your inhales. Bend a little bit deeper over towards the left on your exhales for Crescent Moon. back to center. Release the palms. Exhale, shine your heart forward, gentle back bend. Inhale, back to center, palms together to touch. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, forward fold, plant the palms, step back into your high plank position. We're moving into our first Vinyasa, our first Chaturanga. So you always have the option to drop the knees if you'd like to. As we inhale, we shift forward, shoulders over the wrists. On the exhale, we bend the elbows halfway. Elbows hug in towards your rib cage. Inhale, straighten out the arms, untuck the toes, lift your chest and the gaze. Upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, pike your hips up. Press your chest back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs. We'll flow that through one more time. On the inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, hopper, step your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms high, biceps frame the ears. Exhale, cactus the arms, shine your heart forward, gentle back bend. Inhale, arms high, extended mountain pose, and we set up for a crescent moon. Feet together to touch, tailbone is drawing down, core is engaged, and then we interlace the fingers, finding our steeple mudra grip. As we inhale, we find length, and as we exhale, we bend up and over towards the right side, gazes up towards the stars. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bend up and over towards the right. Continue to breathe, finding length on your exhales, or length on your inhales, bending a little bit deeper on your exhales. Crescent moon to the right. And then we inhale back to center. Exhale, bend up and over towards the left. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bend a little bit deeper towards the left. Crescent moon to the left side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, cactus the arms, shine your heart forward into extended mountain pose. Exhale, palms together to touch, hands through heart center, hinge forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, forward fold, plant the palms, step back into your high plank position. Moving through your Vinyasa, you're going straight to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows halfway. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, pike the hips up. Press back, downward facing dog. We're going to set up for our flow here. The first round, we're going to take it a little bit slower. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, crunch right knee to nose, tiger pose. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Before we rise, we want to make sure that our right knee is not past the ankle. Our tailbone is drawing down. As we inhale, we rise into our high crescent lunge. Core is engaged, tailbone is drawing down. On the exhale, we're going to pivot open into our warrior two. So we pivot the back foot, heel to arch alignment in the feet. Fingertips are reaching forward. Shoulders are stacked above the hips. We continue to open up our right knee towards the right side of the room. Shoulders are away from the ears. Gazes over your front fingertips. Inhale as you reach your right arm up and over. Reverse your warrior. High five the back wall. Maintain the lunge in the front knee. And on the exhale, you're going to straighten out the front leg. You're going to bump your left hip back, and then you tick-tock the arms, triangle pose. Spiral your heart up towards the sky. Continue to breathe. On the inhale, we rebend the front knee, rising into our warrior two. As we exhale, we straighten out the front leg. We parallel both feet to the short edges of our mat. Inhale as we burst open into our star pose. And as we exhale, we hinge forward with a flat back prasarita. Few rounds of breath here. Find some freedom. If you'd like to work an inversion into this part of the practice, you can do that as well. I'm just going to hang out and stretch. You can use your props. So if you'd like to, you can use your blocks to keep your spine flat. You can also place bends in the knees. That's fine as well. We'll Holding for a few rounds of breath. Gentle bend in the knees as we inhale, bursting open into our star pose. Exhale, shine your heart forward, shooting star. Inhale, back into your star pose. Exhale, cartwheel the hands. Step your right foot back. Move through your vinyasa or go straight to downward facing dog. Moving into the other side. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, crunch left knee to nose. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot in between the hands. Inhale as you rise into your high crescent lunge. Exhale, pivot open, warrior two. Heel to arch alignment in the feet. Gazes over the front fingertips. Tailbone is drawing down. Shoulders are stacked above the hips. Inhale, left arm up and over. Reverse your warrior. High five the back wall. Exhale, straighten out the front leg. Tee out the arms. Bump your right hip back. Tick-tock the arms. Triangle pose. Spiral your heart up towards the sky. Inhale, rebend the front knee. Rise into your warrior two. Exhale, straighten out the front leg. Parallel both feet to the short edges of your mat. Hinge forward with a flat back. Prasarita. Shift the weight into the ball mounds of the feet. Work your tailbone up towards the sky. Continue to breathe. If you'd like to take an inversion here, you can do that as well. If you want to use your props, you can do that. You can place a few gentle bends in the knees or just relax here. I'm going to take some twists. And then when you're ready, from your prasarita with a gentle bend in the knees, inhale as you burst open into your star pose. Exhale, shine your heart forward, gentle back bend. Inhale, back into your star pose. Exhale, cartwheel the hands. Step your left foot back. Move through your vinyasa or go straight to downward facing dog. We'll be in downward facing dog. We're gonna flow that through 2 more times, breath to movement. If for whatever reason my flow or my pace doesn't work for you, I'm just gonna move this a little bit closer. Doesn't work for you, you can adjust however you want. Starting in downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, crunch right knee to nose. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot in between the hands. Inhale as you rise into your high crescent lunge. Exhale, pivot open, warrior two. Inhale, right arm up and over, reverse your warrior, high five the back wall. Exhale, straighten out the front leg, tee out the arms. We're gonna bump our right hip back, our left hip back, and then tick-tock the arms, triangle pose. Spiral your heart up towards the sky. Inhale, rebend the front knee, rise into your warrior two. Exhale, straighten out the front leg, parallel both feet, hinge forward, prasarita. Only 3 rounds of breath here. Gentle bend in the knees. Inhale, burst open into your star pose. Exhale, shine your heart forward, gentle back bend. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, step your right foot back, move through your vinyasa or go straight to downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, crunch left knee to nose. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot in between the hands. Inhale as you rise into your high crescent lunge. Exhale, pivot open, warrior two. Inhale the left arm up and over, reverse your warrior. Exhale, straighten out the front leg, bump your right hip back, tick-tock the arms, triangle pose. Inhale, rise into your warrior two. Exhale, straighten out the front leg, parallel both feet to the short edges of your mat. Hinge forward, prasarita. breath here, shifting the weight into the ball mounds of the feet. Gentle bend in the knees. Inhale as you burst open into your star pose. Exhale, shine your heart forward, gentle back bend. Inhale into your star pose. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, step your left foot back, move through your vinyasa, or go straight to downward facing dog. Okay, we've got one more flow here, breath to movement, and then we get a break. Inhale your right leg high, exhale, crunch right knee to nose. Inhale your right leg high, exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Inhale as you rise into your high crescent lunge. Exhale, pivot, open, warrior two. Inhale, right arm up and over, reverse your warrior. Exhale, straighten out the front leg, bump your left hip back, tick-tock the arms, triangle pose. Inhale, rebend the front knee, rise into your warrior two. Exhale, straighten out the front leg, parallel both feet to the short edges of your mat. Hinge forward, Pasarita. 3 rounds of breath here. Your choice what you want to do in these 3 rounds. Gentle bend in the knees. Inhale as you burst open into your star pose. Exhale, shine your heart forward, gentle back bend. Inhale back into your star pose. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, step your right foot back, move through your vinyasa, or go straight to downward facing dog. Last round, last slide, let's go. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, crunch left knee to nose. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot in between the hands. Inhale as you rise into your high crescent lunge. Exhale, pivot, open, warrior two. Inhale, left arm up and over, reverse your warrior. Exhale, straighten out the front leg, bump your right hip back, tick-tock the arms, triangle pose. Spiral your heart up towards the sky. Inhale, rebend the front knee, rise into your warrior two. Exhale, straighten out the front leg, parallel both feet to the short edges of your mat. Hinge forward, Pasarita. Continue to work your tailbone up towards the sky. Continue to breathe. Gentle bend in the knees. Inhale as you burst open into your star pose. Exhale, shine your heart forward, gentle back bend. Inhale back into your star pose. Exhale, cartwheel the hands. Step your left foot back. Move through your vinyasa or go straight to downward facing dog. Once you make your way to your downward facing dog, you can drop down to your knees, taking a child's pose, maybe grabbing a sip of water. We're gonna set up for our peak flow. Getting winded. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay and see me. Okay. So one thing before we move into our peak flow is that you do want to have blocks at the top of your mat, because we're going to be working into our Halfmoon pose, Hapa's pose of the month. So once you've reset, gather yourself. Oh, this is kind of crooked. Gather your water. We'll get ready. Meeting in a downward facing dog. Okay. I'm ready now too. Okay, so we're gonna get started in our downward facing dog. As we inhale our right leg high, we're gonna exhale as we crunch our right knee to our left elbow. Hold there. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, crunch right knee to left elbow. Extend your right leg out towards the left side. And inhale as you lift your left arm up towards the sky, setting up for a fallen star pose. Continue to breathe. Imagine that you're a beautiful star shining in the darkness. On the exhale, we're gonna plant our left palm down, and crunching our right knee in towards our chest. And then we're gonna inhale our right leg high. On the exhale, we step our right foot in between the hands. As we inhale, we rise into our high crescent lunge. As we exhale, we pivot open into a warrior two. On the inhale, right arm reaches up and over, reversing our warrior. And as we exhale, we're going to straighten out the front leg. We're setting our gaze at the blocks that are at the top of our mat. Keeping our toes pointing towards the front of the mat, we're going to exhale as we reach forward. Coming into our half moon pose as we flex our left foot back towards our face. Continue to breathe. Gazing at one single unmoving point. If you'd like to, you can place a bend in the left knee, coming into a bow, shining your heart up towards the sky. Continue to breathe. If you fall out, that's okay. Just get right back into it. Enjoy this space that you're in. You're a half moon pose in the darkness. You shine bright in the darkness. And then when you're ready, you're going to release your leg. Coming into your warrior two. And then as you exhale, you cartwheel your hands. Step your right foot back. Moving into your vinyasa, or going straight to downward facing dog. We've got one more side to go, and then we cool down. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, crunch left knee to right elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Left knee to right elbow. Extend your left leg out towards the right side. And then you inhale your right arm up towards the sky. Setting up for your fallen star pose. Working your hips up a little bit higher. Imagining that you're a beautiful fallen star. And breathing. And then on the exhale, you're gonna press your right palm in towards the mat, crunching your left knee in towards your chest. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. Inhale as you rise into your high crescent lunge. Exhale, pivot open, warrior two. Inhale, left arm up and over, reverse your warrior. Exhale, straighten out the front leg. Hinge forward towards your block, setting up for your half moon pose. Flexing the right toes back towards your face, reaching the right arm high, gazing at one single unmoving point. Continue to breathe, stacking your hips on top of one another. If you'd like to, you can place a bend in the right knee, coming into a bind, spiraling the heart open. And I didn't do this on the other side, so I'm just going to show what it looks like. So for your half moon, coming from a reverse warrior, you would straighten out the front leg, hinge forward, lunge forward, flexing the back foot. And then if you want to, you can set up for the bind, spiraling the heart open. So I'm going to come back to where I was. So from my half moon, I land my back toes, coming into a warrior two on the inhale, and then as I exhale, I cartwheel the hands, moving into my vinyasa, or going straight to downward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to start to cool down, setting up for pigeon pose. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, bring the right knee behind the right wrist. You're going to untuck your left toes, extending the left leg out one behind you. You want to have your blocks at the top of the mat if you have them. If you need to, place a block underneath your right hip or hamstring. Take a peek behind your left shoulder, making sure that the left toes are pointing straight back. Take a peek behind your right shoulder. Inhale as you find length. Exhale, crawl it forward, sleeping pigeon. Allow yourself a few rounds of breath here. Press into the palms. We're going to tuck our left toes, removing the block from underneath our hip. And then we're going to inhale our right leg high, extending our right foot up towards the sky. If you'd like to, you can come into a flip dog, lifting your hips, coming into a gentle back bend. And then when you're ready, we'll return back into a downward facing dog, pressing our chest back towards our knees, our thighs. Then we're going to inhale our left leg high. Exhale as we place a bend in the left knee, creating a figure 7 shape. Bringing the left knee behind our left wrist. Our right toes are pointing straight back. And then we add any props that we need to. So if you need to place a block underneath your left hip, you'll do that. As you inhale, you find length. And as you exhale, crawl it forward, sleeping pigeon. Continue to breathe. And then when you're ready, you're going to remove the block from underneath your hip. You're going to tuck your right toes. And then you're going to inhale your left leg high. If you want to take flip dog, you can do that as well. Lifting your hips up towards the sky, breathing. And then when you're ready, make your way back into a downward facing dog. We're going to shift forward into a plank position and then lower all the way down onto our bellies. So from here, we're going to extend our right palm out towards the side with the palm facing down. We're going to place a bend in the left arm. And then we're going to press into the left palm, rolling onto the right, coming into a shoulder stretch. And just breathing. You don't want to feel any pinching or sharp pains, but you do want to feel a nice stretch in your right shoulder. And you can hold this as long as you want to. And then when you're ready, come back to center. We place a bend in our right palm. We extend our left arm out towards the side with the palm facing down. And then we're going to roll over towards the left side this time. Feeling a nice stretch in our left shoulder. Come back to center, pressing into the palms. We're going to get set up here to make our way onto our spines. But as we go down there, we want to grab for our blocks so we have those accessible when we make our way onto our back. So you're going to bring the legs out long in front of you, hug the knees in towards your chest, rocking from side to side, massaging out your tailbone, coming into Uttanasana, wind removing pose. Rocking from side to side. And then we're setting up for a Supta Baddha Konasana, so we'll bring the soles of the feet together to touch and allow our knees and our hips to fall out wide. If you want extra support, you can place the blocks underneath the outside of your knees or your hips. And then I'm going to invite you to place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart so that you can feel your breath. Close up the eyes and just settle into this space here. Just knowing that you are breathing choose to spend them, how we choose to feel in those moments, and that you have power over how you feel and how you choose to spend your moments, how you choose to feel in your moments. Bring the knees back together to touch. Oops. Almost done. So you're going to bring the knees back together to touch. You'll hug the knees in towards your chest. Bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Take a deep inhale. Gathering whatever you'd like to take from today's practice. And as you open mouth, exhale. Release the arms out long, release the legs out long. Setting up for your Shavasana. Slowly begin to bring awareness back into your space, starting with the breath. Perhaps you'll wiggle around to the fingertips and the toes, rolling around to the ankles and the wrists. If you'd like to, you can take a good morning stretch, extending the arms out long behind you and the legs out long in front of you. And then when you're ready, roll onto your favorite side, coming into a fetal position. Why is it that the stars and the moon and the planets shine brightest in the places where there is no light? How come those who inhabit the darkest land view the most exquisite skies? Why is it that the smaller one feels, the more vast the universe becomes? Perhaps there's beauty to be discovered within the unknown. Perhaps not knowing is freedom to choose. Perhaps those who have faith in the darkness understand that the universe will always provide enough light, and by fearfully relying on one's own, prevents us from seeing all of the luminous glitter at night. What if we have faith in the darkest times? What if we view inconclusiveness as infinite possibilities, much like the night sky? Before we rise, I just want to pull an oracle card collectively for us as a group, as a Hapa Ohana family. So I'm going to pray to the spirits that they provide me with a message for all of us. opportunity. So this is the card that I pulled for us collectively as a group, opportunity, and then I'll read the message. And the good thing about the oracle cards is that these messages resonate differently with different people. So there might be something about this card that resonates with me, but something different may resonate with you as well. So opportunity. An opportunity is being presented, but perseverance and a bit more hard work are required. Don't give up. It's a good indication to apply for positions and projects, to ask for things you want and sign contracts and make agreements. The energy should be favorable for these. Your endurance will be tested, and the chance may arise to extend and grow in ways that may not have been possible before. Greater emotional strength is required, so don't let yourself get carried away too quickly with any feelings you experience in the first instance. Night blooming jasmine signifies that we have overlooked those close to us, their skills, positive attributes, and wisdom. Be careful you are not seeking greener pastures while neglecting your own valuable garden or treasures. The affirmation for this card is, I am ready for what may come. And you know what's weird is that I pulled a card when I did the class like on Tuesday or something, and it was the exact same card. So I think that just like, sorry, I'm like kind of blown away because I pulled this card on Tuesday when I asked for like a collective group card. So that's pretty crazy. But so you should still be in your fetal position. So when you're ready, press into the palms, making your way into a comfortable seat. We'll close out our practice. We're gonna bring the palms together to touch at heart center. Bow your head with your eyes closed. Or you can keep your head, you don't have to bow your head. Namaste means that my soul honors your soul. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, love, peace, truth, and beauty within you, because that is also within me. In acknowledging these things, we are the same, we are connected, we are one. So in bowing to today's practice, namaste. Thank you, yogis. Hopefully you get to practice this flow. I know it's been pretty busy, and I'll try to upload some more stuff later. Have a good day.